Self-vitificationitis, also known as self-vitification syndrome, and in its later stages, geometric self-vitificationitis. It's a plague that's sweeping America these days, and frankly, we couldn't be more scared about it. This is Charles Moore, a victim of self-vitificationitis. We spoke with him at his home the other day and asked him a few questions. Mr. Moore, how did this happen?
It all began when a friend of mine showed me something called the Numa Numa dance. And from there, I became hooked.
Really? How has this affected your family life? I don't see your wife and kids here anymore. They were here the last time we were by to ask if you could do the interview.
Well, unfortunately, my wife, she left me, and she took my children with her as well. And now as you see me, I'm here alone. So alone. Forever alone.
Do you regret this? Do you regret what you've done? If you could go back and tell yourself not to look at these videos, would you? Or do you feel like it was worth it? The small bits of entertainment you got from small, fat, dancing men.
Yes, I deeply regret this, and if I could tell myself this, I would, but I can't. I'm hooked. I'm just hooked.
We can only pray for your success, Mr. Moore. Today, the cause of the disease is a website called YouTube. It's where users can upload videos of themselves doing anything and show it to others around the world. It's amazing. This technology has allowed us to share and connect all over. But with its darker side. We visited another victim at her office in Ontario, Natalie Emanuel. She started by watching videos of something called the Mustache Song. Natalie.
Yes.
I have to ask you, what made you decide to start watching these videos?
My friends, they're always on YouTube and showing me this, showing me that. And then one day, it came the Mustache Song.
Tragic. Very similar to smoking, we always start because our friends do it, and we always seem to be the one who gets the consequences. But all right, we decided to interview you in your office today because you were known to skip work, actually, and spend time just watching videos. How has this affected your job at all? I'm surprised you still even have it.
I don't even. I just come to the office in my little cubicle and start go on YouTube.com and start watching the videos.
Tragic.
It's sad.
Although I have to ask, the facilities here aren't really built for someone who is disabled or handicapped. Have you found this troublesome, or have you appealed to the company at all to accommodate you?
Well, I wouldn't say I'm disabled or handicapped. I guess I'm just obsessed with the videos. Just my eyes are glued to the computer. And I guess people have to pull me away from my chair and tell me my day is done at work.
Tragic. Both a mental disease and a severe case of denial. Early warning symptoms of self-vitification include erratic behavior involving videos, asking friends and family to take time out of their schedules to watch seemingly pointless videos, and also just losing some sleep over this. Because, after all, aren't we all? Aren't we all? Out of the many people we consider for interview, our third candidate is possibly the least regretful of them all. Mr. Hannah Jackson, during his spare time, would watch videos, but it seems to have gotten to a little more than a hobby. He started spending most of his life just watching videos of dogs cuddling up, clips from X Factor, both the good and the bad, and even worse, adorable cats ninjaing their way towards the camera. Mr. Jackson, you don't seem to show the same regret that a lot of our other victims do. Why is that?
What's there to regret? I watch YouTube day in, day and night. I love YouTube. I got nothing to regret about it.
Your wife and kids, they seem to have left you. I don't know if that's because of your new disability, or is it just your attitude on life about it? But either way, how has this affected you emotionally?
I don't have a disability, for one. Second, I don't need those kids. They didn't know how to live their life through YouTube like me.
How can you live your life vicariously through the actions and videos of others? Don't you feel a little unfulfilled?
Does a football fan feel unfulfilled after watching a football game?
But do you think there's any chance that you might decide to change your life around a bit and try to cure yourself of this horrible disease?
You saying I have a problem? I don't have a problem. I do this willingly. I could quit whenever I want.
A sad, sad tale. But maybe one with silver lining, as maybe it's the attitude that makes the man, and not the man that makes the attitude, or the disease. We can only hope that over time, we learn a cure for this disease, and hopefully we can help those in need, including our 3 victims.